Welcome back to Journalingwheels. It's your boy. Welcome to me back with another video. You asked for it and we have delivered. This is the 2025 GWM HAVAL H6 GT. Now we're walking around its exterior, interior, and of course this engine, as it is a sports SUV. Lamborghini of South Africa, they say. Remember, we're still on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Remember to like, comment, and share. And a special thanks to SAG, our proud sponsor of the channel, for featuring us with this beautiful car right here. If you want to get yourself a test drive on any HAVAL models, remember to contact Marizaan right here, and our contact details will be left down here and in the link down below. And also remember to use code Journalingwheels for reference when you come to this HAVAL dealership in Bloemfontein. Other than that, let us begin. Start with the exterior of the HAVAL H6 GT. Now, this being the facelift, there's not really a lot done to it, but also those minimalistic points of views on the car are seeable, like this air vents here, even though they're fake, but also they're trying to make it a lot more meaner. So have your carbon trims right here, and then this gray color on this car just goes amazing. Here, daytime running lights. You also have your LED lights right here. Now these at night are really good. This color really contrasts with the car really well. HAVAL beiging here. You have your down here, this black gloss trim here. This really does add some roar to the car, that mean rise to the car. So they really did a lot when it comes to the HAVAL H6 GT. It's not really much in the front to say, but then you also have your cameras down there for assist viewing, which will check when you get to the interior. And the whole just car, it's really big, it's really angry, you know. It really brings you like, you know, I'm ready for this war and fight. For the front side of the car is really nice. You have your AVM camera here systems for 360-degree camera views. So for the front of the car, it is really well. The side of the car is still that mean. You have your 19-inch alloy wheels there with some green calipers, which really adds to the whole sporty thing of the car. I really like those blacked out rims there. Now you also have a blacked out mirror cap here, 360-degree view camera. You have your rail bar here, sunroof, which is really nice, especially from the side view. Really does show out. You have your side splitters here, which are made with glass, some aerodynamics for the car, how it's fine. And then also the whole coupe kind of design of the car really does add to the side view of the car. So where you really start to see the changes of the new facelift is here at the back. You have this clear coat now when on the lights. You have GWM, still part of HAVAL, just that they have added the brand GWM. You have some exhaust kind of a design. Welcome to the interior of the HAVAL H6 GT, the facelift. Of course, the facelift does come with some bits and pieces that have been trimmed inside the interior. So starting up with the heads-up display. The heads-up display is viewed on your mirror, so as you're driving you can see information, your driving controls, speed limit, and how much you're driving with. Alternatively, you do have a screen, not even alternatively, you do have a screen here. I like it that it's nice and small, but has a lot of information on it, where your driving modes are. It changes display as you change your different kind of driving modes, so it is really bright enough, and you know, it plays that animation, so it's really cool. Coming on to the steering wheel, it feels really nice. It has artificial leather. One thing with the Chinese, they use artificial leather, and I feel like from some extent that is really good. So it feels really nice and soft and nice to hold. It's sporty, and the pedal shift is here. And then you have your it's a forged carbon fiber, but I don't think it's real though. We all know that's not real, but still it makes the car look sporty. And then you have your controls there for your boot and lights and you know, things you're going to need. And then you have your door. Your door is really nice. This door is really sporty. You have different colors. You have this carbon fiber pasting here. You have Alcantara material here, and there's controls that are coming directly at you, and then your door, and then your glove box down here, and actually holds a pretty nice material. I like this Alcantara here, you know, it's really nice to feel your arms on. Yeah. And then your seats are really nice. They have GT and red from the previous one that had green. You have more Alcantara, you have some carbon here, and you have this nice artificial leather going down here, and then some carbon fiber. So it's a really nice sports seat, and it feels like it's hugging you, which is really nice. And down below here we have your charging station and your 12-volt sockets, and
everything, or you wanna whether you want to connect to Apple CarPlay through the cable, or you wanna do it wirelessly, you can do both. And then you have your charging port here, station here. It's really nice and keeps the phone cool too during those summer days. And then you have your controls here. Now, one thing I don't like when it comes to Chinese is the event thing, but then you do have a few controls there, but not for speed. I feel like if they added for speed, then it would have been something bit more nice to the car, but you do have your controls there. And then more some carbon here, and then you have your screen has all the information, heating, cooling, your driving positions, and all of those things. So you get everything. You also have a 360 AVM system that comes with all these GU Chinese cars, so picking up for this big monster won't be a problem. And then you have your two cup holders here, you have your gear selector, you have your electronic parking brake here, more of that carbon material. And then you have the sweet Tyre here with some, it's a really sporty car. And then you have a big enough glove box here. It's really big, it's really deep and big. So interior is really nice. You have your glove box down there, and I feel like it's a lot. Glove boxes are really important these days because I want to hide something, you know I won't speak it here, but yeah, you want to hide something. So the whole interior is really nice. It's well put together. You have your cameras here for where you can also put your system, so you can plug a USB, and it acts as a dash cam. So when you get into an accident, then you have a dash cam. It also has systems whereby it uses with the car to make sure that you're guaranteed for safety. And then of course, what makes a car sunroof? You have your full panoramic sunroof going all the way to the back, and it even opens, and you have your electrical blanket on it. So this car is really nice. I like this black kind of touch. There's no cheap materials where you will feel like I'm in a cheap car, I'm in a Chinese car. So this is why the Chinese are really winning. And these seats are really comfortable. So in terms of the whole front interior, I really love it. It's a really great cockpit to sit in. So coming to the back seat of the car, it's still the same H6 GT. Still get your same knee room and foot room, so that's very sufficient, especially with my driving positions. Then you get some pockets here to store all your things. The door, you still get the same material as you get from the front, and also some storage box here. Then in terms of headroom, it's really big. You won't suffer in this, because I feel like with most coupes or kind of a SUVs that are more into turning to sports cars, you really lack, especially when it comes to the coupe. But here they've just managed to make enough headroom and also push it back. So that's one point for me that I feel like this is what Chinese can do. They offer a lot of space. And then you have your middle cup holders in here, and your armrest, so it's fine, and it's big. Because the reason why I complain why it's not here is because then there'll be comparisons. So this is sufficient space and to also hold your drinks. But for two people might be bothering, especially when the cups are full. But then it's fine. Still get the same material from the front. Still that a nice comfy seats. Then you get your two charging ports. So there's no USB-C type, and there's also no vent controls here to control the temperature. But then I feel like you can do something about it. It's not a chain smash. But it is one of the disadvantages that you don't get the new type C's. So also a lot of people still have the old one where you just need to, so there's no type C's at the back. And other than that, it's still there. You still get the sunroof, a bit of the sunroof from the old model. I think they might have extended it a bit, because it used to be a bit more to the front, but now it has overlaid to the back a bit. But from the back, same material, still comfy. The kids are going to have a great time in here. You have two ISO fixed points that are very accessible, so you won't need to hassle when you're looking for ISO fixed points. So from the back, it's really nice, still comfy. You still get that same thing you do from the front.
My mic decided to go off, but we're going to do the Mr. Hammer style. So the GWM H6 GT HAVAL really carries a good amount of space. You have fire extinguisher that really adds to the sportiness of the concept of the car. You have a cover for those when you put your things inside the boot, so people don't peek, because you also have an electrical tailgate, which is really nice. You have an amount of 392 liters of boot space and a 1390 liters of boot space when the second row seats are down. So it really is wide and carries a lot of stuff for those long trips with the boys. You also do get a spare wheel. It's not a full-size spare wheel, but it's a spare wheel for temporary use for those long trips when you are on the road. Right, coming into the engine, this is powered by a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged petrol that produces 155 kilowatts and 325 newton meters of torque. It's powered by a 4-wheel drive via 7-speed DCT dual clutch. Right, coming into my verdict, would you buy the car? Would you consider the car? But before that, let's talk about pricing. So this HAVAL specifically at SAG starts from 690,950,000 rand. You can get a 72 months for around, let's say, 2,000 insurance, and you can be paying plus minus 8,000 rand per month. But with that comes a 7-year 200,000 kilometer maintenance plan. You get a 7-year 70,000 kilometer service plan and an unlimited warranty 7-year service plan that is given by HAVAL. Not service plan, you're given roadside assistance. So the Chinese are really marketing up their cars. So what is my final verdict? Would you buy it? Would you consider it? Would you shortlist it, or would you just avoid the car? I say that you really shortlist the car. HAVAL has really worked hard on this car and improvising a few things that people complain about. They looked up to those matters and they came up with a facelift that really changed the whole concept of that. So HAVAL really did work hard for this, and it's a really nice car to have. It sounds good. It has a speed. You can just, with it, and you also show up car Lamborghini South Africa, right? So I would say buy it. If you guys are interested in buying the HAVAL H6 GT, remember to check SAG Bloemfontein. That must be down below. Other than that, thank you guys for 1,000 subscribers. Until the next one, take care.